What's up guys, Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and we will be running into Live Arena today. Now I did get a few comments that talked to me about utilizing Quintus in Live Arena, people saying why don't you use him? You know, I tried utilizing him with like a Swift Parry set, but I decided to take gear off of one of my champions and slap it onto him, and then I upgraded it slightly with a few different glyphs. So here's my Quintus build, brand new. I took the gear off of Supreme Elhain because I don't use her very often, and I slapped it onto Quintus. So I needed to make sure that he had better speed, and he has okay damage from my account, nothing crazy. I also see that every single piece does not have the right ascension. So you can see defense, HP, defense, res, and HP. So much room for growth here. And then on these pieces, HP, defense, and accuracy. So I want attack, I want crit damage here, I want attack percent here, I'd like speed on here, I'd like crit damage here, I'd like attack, and attack. So he can gain about at least 200 to 500 more attack. And then at least, what, 12 or 13% additional crit damage from leveling this up for Ascension. And of course, with the higher blessings, he'll get a lot more defense, crit damage, accuracy, and speed in the end. And then, yeah, so we're looking for a lot more stats than this in the future. So it's not that crazy. It's not my best lethal gear on my account, but it is somewhat fast. Just low crit damage, so that could be a little bit of an issue here. So 6,100 on the attack, 255 speed. We need him to go fast or else he just won't be able to take a turn. 230 crit damage, no accuracy. I don't think he needs accuracy because on this ability, the effect cannot be resisted or blocked. Another issue is he could potentially get sheeped, so that's a problem. I also don't have books in him. That's another reason why I don't use him, because I want the cooldown to be on 3 turn and I want more damage output on him. I did slap in 1 book on him today, which is all I had. Preferably, I'd rather wait till CVC, but I decided to throw the book in him anyways. And it landed in his A2 with a little bit more damage by 5%. So he's in a Soul Reap Blessing, so we do get the benefit of 750 additional attack and a little bit more HP, which is nice. And then he has 35% attack in Arena. Masteries are complete on him now. I put him in Helm Smasher and a counterattack mastery. So yeah, let's take him for a spin, see if he does a good job, or will I not be impressed at all. Got 45 minutes left. No battle history in the past day and a half or so. I just haven't been playing. So let's do this. Hopefully we can get some wins with Quintus today. I will be mainly utilizing Quintus the entire time, alongside Sun Wukong, Foley, Samson, you know, the main champions that I utilize on a day-to-day basis anyways. So hopefully you guys are doing well today. Hopefully you have a great day. Hopefully you have a great evening, wherever you are in the world. And how's your week going? Are you still playing Raid? Or are you picking up other games at this point? I feel like some people are on the verge of leaving Raid, but which really stinks. And, you know, a lot of big name players, such as Eobard, he actually mentioned in one of his videos, he's one of the top free-to-play players in the game. And he mentioned that he was going to be leaving in about 6 months' time. So that kind of stinks, you know? A lot of big players that have been around for a long time that are going to be leaving after 5 years of playing or so. So it's really frustrating and upsetting that people are leaving because they just don't find the same enjoyment in the game that they used to find. And it is, yeah, it's just really upsetting, honestly. But I guess it is what it is. You know, people move on in life. Things happen after you play a game for so long. Eventually you get tired of it, or things happen in your life where you just can't afford to focus all your time and energy into something. And so if Eobard ends up leaving, I'm assuming that he's going to not be doing YouTube anymore. I mean, unless he picks up another game and picks up from there on a different type of game. But, you know, he's a very, very good creator, so kind of sucks. But either way, there's nothing people can do about it. Over time, people are going to start leaving, And yeah, there's literally nothing people could do. So here we go. We go in with a Torment here. He's probably going to go with Narcissus last. I think I may consider banning. I'm going to go with Stone Skin on my Nishak. And we'll go with Quintus. Usually I would go with Foley against a team like this. I figured he was going to put Marichka, so we're banning the Marichka. We'll probably just end up beating him with the bombs, honestly, but let's see what happens. So 255 speed on Quintus is not bad. I wouldn't say it's crazy, but it's not bad. Hopefully we can get this kill, though. This Dubsky. Come on, hurry up. Who you banning? Of course you're probably going to ban Armands. Unless he quit. Did he quit? I feel like this guy just quit. Alright. No, he didn't quit. Okay. So we're going to go with speed in all battles. He could end up also having a crazy powerful Ancora. But I know with Quintus, he does ignore passives, I believe, on one of his skills. So I want to see if Quintus will do some work here against Harimas. I'm actually going to take a look at his skill again. Hopefully he doesn't get frozen, though. If we get frozen, we're kind of screwed. Although the bombs can still go because of the stone skin, so... He does have... Oh, he has a big shield. Let's see. Of course, we got frozen, which really sucks. However, I can... Stun. Nice. Place bombs. I did get sheeped. Okay, like I thought was going to happen. Awesome. So on an A3, attacks all enemies, places a 50% increased attack and increased crit damage buff on himself for 3 turns before attacking, resets the skill, the cooldown of the strip away skill if it kills an enemy. And then I can't even read them all, unfortunately. Oh, wow, that's bad. That is such bad damage. That was terrible damage. Absolutely terrible. Garbage. Garbage damage. Got wrecked. Absolute garbage damage. I think that's why I wasn't using him. He's in lethal and he's in holy crap, that's bad. What are the multipliers on this thing? Maybe this is his best move right here. Attacks one enemy, removes all buffs, then places a decreased defense buff on the target for 2 turns before attacking. Can't be resisted. Damage inflicted by the skill cannot be decreased by enemy passive skills or masteries, except for the passive skills of bosses. Damage inflicted by this skill cannot be increased by either this champion's masteries or ally passives, except when attacking bosses. Resets the skill cooldown of crowd favorite if this skill attack kills an enemy. Yeah. Crowd favorite. So probably I'd want to do this one first, but it doesn't have a grants an extra turn. There's no grants an extra turn mechanic. Each of this champion's skills deals additional pure damage. The amount of pure damage dealt is equal to 10% of the champion's max HP, the targets, for each buff on them. The additional pure damage dealt will ignore shield buffs. Okay. Attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has no buffs. If it's a critical, repeats the attack once. I mean, yeah, I think that's why I wasn't using him, was I saw his damage output without books and stuff like that, and I'm just like, wow, this is absolute trash. I'd rather just use Sun Wukong. And I also lost because I didn't land bombs and got sheeped, so there's that. So far, I'm disappointed. Let's see if he can change that for me. Couldn't even kill a Sun Wukong. So that's going to show you what he does. And I'm actually going to look up online here, check a Yumi Love, and see what his damage for his multipliers are. So on the Ayumi Love, let's see what this says. The website for Ayumi Love states, on the A3 crowd favorite, attacks all enemies, 3.8 multiplier, which is not that crazy. It's actually pretty low. His strip away ability, which is the attacks one enemy and removes all the buffs and places a decreased defense before attacking, is a 5.5 multiplier. So his strip away ability is definitely the strongest. So we'll try out the strip away ability first and see if maybe that makes a difference. But I do have a feeling that it's not going to make much of a difference. mean, he has to have a little bit more in terms of PvP for damage, in my opinion, or just more, I guess, either CC, ignoring Stone Skin. It's got to be something. Like, yes, he has the pure damage, but they have to have a bunch of buffs. However, in Live Arena, if they place a ton of buffs and they go first, like this would be the perfect setup here because you want Sifi to go first. So I feel like he would be better in a go second team, but he's an attack-based champion, so it's like he's gonna die because he's not tanky enough. So yeah, I mean it's just really difficult to utilize him, and then he attacks all enemies one time. He doesn't have double AOE. He doesn't have grants an extra turn mechanic. He doesn't have block revive mechanic. He doesn't do an absolute nuke like Sun Wukong. So it's like, what's the point? What's the point of this champion? Am I missing out something here? This is why I don't typically use this guy. And I've only done one fight, but he could change my mind. But I'm going to utilize him the entire time and showcase to you how poorly he competes, especially when you don't have god tier gear. So you have to be play free to play for 10 years and have 8,000 attack. Like, I'm not going to take the gear off of my best champions to put it on Quintus. There's just no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. I think that he is, especially when you're in gold 3, high gold 3 and then gold 4, why would you ever use Quintus? I don't understand it. Especially with that damage output. That baffles me how bad that damage output was. Maybe it's because I have low crit damage. Maybe I need like 300 crit damage. But again, that would be taking the best gear off of all my best champions. And I just don't want to do that. So I don't think he's worth it. I think he's got a really, really good role in PvE where he does tons and tons of damage to bosses, especially in Hydra. I think he's a fantastic Hydra champion. But you get him so late in the game that it's like, are you even going to be utilizing him for Hydra? I mean, I got the billion damage Hydra team going, so does that really matter? Trund is way better than him anyways. I don't know. All right, so more Torments. We're going to ban the Crixia probably. Let me just go with Foley. That's the other issue is I don't think I'll get a turn with him. Like, I kind of... You want them to place buffs for more damage output, but the only person that you want to face with buffs like that is... I got to ban Sifi. You have to face a Sifi, but like you have to go second. So maybe he's best in Stone Skin and Savage, I think. Probably Stone Skin Savage, which I don't have the gear for it. I have Stone Skin Savage, Stone Skin Lethals, Stone Skin, maybe even Merciless, where you could do a 6-piece Merciless, or no, you can only get a 5-piece Merciless if you do one turn Stone Skin. So it would have to be Stone Skin Savage or Stone Skin Lethal. I mean, I'm going to be faster here, so I already win anyways. Yeah, I already won with Foley. See, Foley's better. Look at that. Wow, we did 110k damage on one enemy. I don't know. I like Foley better. I like Foley better than Quintus, in my personal opinion so far using him, especially when he has really strong gear. My Foley's gear is a little bit stronger, but I don't know. I'll get more speed on him and try to get the damage output on him with farming more Sand Devil. I can't seem to get the Chaos Dust to save my life. And I've gone on a couple of different pieces on my account now where I've re-rolled them 9 times, and it's at the point where it costs 9 Chaos Dust per roll, which is ridiculous to me. They've got to fix that somehow. It's just, or have the drop rates a little bit higher for the dust or the powder, whatever it's called, from Sand Devil, because it's just way too much. I think that you don't get enough of that from Sand Devil. It takes forever to farm, and then you just sit there and you can't even level up one piece utilizing 60, 70, 80 dust. Has anybody else had that issue, or is it just me? Because I've literally gone through 80 dust to try to level up one piece of gear. I'm just like, dude, that was like 2,000 or 3,000 worth of energy that I just went through. And as a free-to-play, you know the struggle, right? It takes a long time. So, let's see. We've got Harima. Yeah, so already a crazy strong team here. I think I'm just going to go with, I'm going to steal Sun Wukong. He's probably going to put in Rotos, if anything. Harima Rotos Sifi combo is insane. It's actually insane. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and do it. Quintus is actually terrible against Rotos unless he can get the triple or quad hit on his A1, but you would also need books so you can get the damage output. And if you don't have books, it just seriously hinders his damage output. So I think that's another issue. You need to have books. And there's a big shortage of books in this game. It's very big depravity. So I think that's an issue. I think I need to ban Sifi again here. Or I could ban Rotos +2. That could be an issue for me. I could also bring an ally attack here and then ban Rotos. He might end up being faster than me. But we're going to ban Rotos and see if we can take on the Harima. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's going to nuke me down. I don't have a reviver either. Keep that in mind. So he's going to go first because of his 6-star Sifi. And this is the optimal time to attack with him. We did get a turn, which is nice because of the temporal chains. So we'll remove all of that. And then we can go ahead and stun. So, like, what's the point of removing everything, right? When you have to use that. Maybe I could have just gone with the stun and tried to reduce turn meter. But honestly, I wanted to remove the stone skin from the UDK. So, I don't know. Let's go ahead and sheep here. See how much damage output we can get here. Obviously, I'm going to go with this one first. Let's just see if he has any polymorph. He has a 6-star polymorph. So if we get polymorphed here, that really, really sucks. Well, it's going to go into the UDK anyways. 71k damage. 71k damage with a decreased defense and a weaken. That's so terrible. So terrible. Now watch this. Boom! 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 Like literally demolished. Sun Wukong, 20,000 times better than Quintus. 20,000 times better. So terrible. Let's see what his A1 does. Triple hit 7k a pop is terrible. Terrible. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't have the books to place on him, but I don't think that's going to make such an insane difference. This is why I don't use Quintus. He just doesn't have enough uniqueness in his kit for me to be like, yeah, I could definitely use him. Absolutely, he's a freaking monster. No, he's not. He's not a monster. There's literally a login champion for a 7-day login, which was Sun Wukong. That's 1,000 times better than him. I don't know. If I'm using him wrong, guys, leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on Quintus. If you're free to play and utilize Quintus, what do you have him for gear? Do you have him in Merciless set? Do you have him in Stone Skin Savage, Stone Skin Lethal like I mentioned earlier before? How are you utilizing this guy? So far right now, I personally would utilize him in PvE for Hydra or other areas of PvE. He does, from my testing, way more damage in PvE. So, I don't know. Not sure. All right, let's go for Mikage here, just in case he throws in a Sifi, which he might. I got to be able to utilize the temporal chains. Guys, definitely check out my previous video if you'd like. It's the Void champion that I went for, as well as a bunch of Soulstone poles. And that's actually the first time that Plarium's brought out, I think, Shamael for a guaranteed Void, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead. We actually might go with Foley. Could go Foley. Actually, I might do UDK. I kind of want Rotos. Let's go with Rotos. All right, let's go Rotos on this one. And then he's probably going to put UDK himself. If he doesn't put UDK, that's big. Okay, that's big. He doesn't put UDK. So I'm going to ban the Armands. He might have Stone Skin. I'm going to throw in UDK because of the Sun Wukong. Ban the Armands. He's banning Mikage. So likely he has Stone Skin on him. Yeah, more than likely there's Stone Skin. Let's see if we can still beat him in speed, though. Stone Skin Uko, Stone Skin Mithrala. No, Stone Skin Uko, Stone Skin on the Tormund. That's interesting. I don't think I need to increase speed here. I'm not going to go ahead and risk it. So I'm just going to A1. And let's see. So with this, he does have multiple buffs. He ignores shields. Increase crit damage, increase attack for 3 turns before attacking. Let's see. I mean, he couldn't even kill the frickin' Sun Wukong. Like, I don't know. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? I don't know. The damage is just so poor. He did steal my increased attack, but still. Now he's going to provoke everybody. The one thing I like is that he ignores shields on the A1, but it's pointless because everybody's getting petrified. He's already dead. He's a little squishy as well. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He has block buffs. Whoops. Yeah. He can A1. I've got a revive. And I got a heal. I got frozen, but I needed to get the heal off anyways. I need the heal. He's also got the decreased attack now. We can probably still kill Sun Wukong. And I'll still try to chunk away here at her HP. Try to place decreased attack. Okay, we got it on the Uko, which we didn't want it on him. We wanted it on Sun Wukong, but we weak hit. And okay, he didn't wreck me, which is nice. Quintus goes down yet again. I kind of need an extra turn here. I'm just going to A1 though. Hopefully I don't get petrified. Nice. We're going to get frozen. Yeah, of course it freezes the Rotos. It's going to get the AoE. Yeah, we lost. GG's. Unless I can provoke. Okay, that's pretty good. Look at this bug. My Rotos is dead, but he's bugged and he looks like he's still alive. Yeah, we lost. I just got provoked again. GG's. And there you go. I mean, Quintus is garbage in my eyes. I think he's absolute garbage. If I utilized Foley in that one, I would have won. Because I would have nuked down the Sun Wukong. He would have been dead. I wouldn't have to worry about him. And he's just 10 times better against Tormund. So, I mean, his passive's better. Again, I would love to hear somebody say that he's wicked good. And I'm just using him wrong because I don't know how to use this guy then. Because I feel like other champs are better than him. That's why I typically don't use him in PvP. I've tried him before and it just has never worked for me. I mean, maybe you guys have had success. If you're in Gold 4 and you've had success with him, it's likely because you have absolutely god tier, disgusting demigod gear. All right, so if not, then explain to me in the comments below what you're utilizing for gear that's making him get you to gold 4 or gold 3 and float in gold 3 consistently, because I honestly think that he needs to go second, and I think that he needs to go against a Sifi team. I just do not have the gear to put on him for Stone Skin, Lethal, Stone Skin, Savage. So I just, that's the only other thing I could think of for utilizing Quintus. We're going to still use him. We're going to keep on using him, though. I fought this guy before. He uses Narcissus. Again, I think Foley's better. I would pick a Foley over Quintus all day in terms of PvP. Now, I will say Foley does have a 3-star, but it's only defense at 3-star, so it's basically the same in terms of awakening level. This guy's got Georgid. Arbeus is actually super fast. He'll be able to beat me in speed. I pretty much lost this one. I'm going to have to go with Stone Skin in order to hopefully win. Let's ban the Georgid. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have banned the Armands. I'm not even thinking. I'm just so ticked off by this Quintus right now that I'm like flustered. Doing the wrong pick because of that. Quintus, man. I mean, I don't know. I can't. I feel like he needs a buff in PvP. He honestly needs a buff. It's just so bad. It's so lackluster. There's 3 bombs for you, bud. He's gonna sheep my Nishak. Yeah, I figured. If he transforms, he'll take a bomb and possibly die. Or he'll go to half health. Didn't transform. I'm very surprised that he did not transform. If she speeds up, I might take a turn with temporal chains. Let's see. No! GG's. 2 bombs. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Increase cooldown. That's fantastic. Yeah, he's going too fast. GG's. All right. Well, easy enough there, huh, for him? I think I'm going to be done with utilizing Quintus. I think that's pretty fair. I've done enough testing with him. He's not good enough. Maybe he needs like a Necrit to keep him alive. I don't know. He's just not good. He requires too much support. I'm just going to use my other champions. I am underwhelmed. I think he's underwhelmed. Underwhelming champion. Yeah, we're just going to do what we do best here. All right. We're done with Quintus for today. I guess I should keep using him to just for the showcase for this whole video, I guess, but so bad. So bad. You can't even kill a Sun Wukong. God. It's just like, what? What? Why is the damage so bad? I mean, all I can think of is taking the Merciless gear off of Sun Wukong, but I don't have Merciless accessories. And that would ignore 35% of the target's defense, but I don't think that will be enough. I think his damage output is just so poor. He needs books, and then I could do another test later on in the future. But without books, garbage. Garbage. Without books. This is going to be a disgusting team to fight. Absolutely disgusting team. You know what? Let's go with attack. Let's even increase the attack some more, even though we're not going to get a turn. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, you know? Why not? He'll take a turn with Crixia. Yeah. Lock us, and then we'll take a turn, I hope. transform here. Go ahead and stun. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Love it, dude. Love it, dude. The best game. When you just get to see them do that every time. Ah, dude, love it. It's just the best. Sheep, 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 sheep. Love it, dude. The best. Reset. I don't know if we're going to win this. I got to get a turn with my Mikage again. No, don't kill him. Oh my god. It's not going to do enough. GG's. Yeah. All right. Well, not good enough. I'm sick of Quintus already. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible, and I'm going to still post this video just to showcase you how freaking terrible he is. He's so bad. And yes, I have been utilizing him in not the best setups too, but I don't have the champions. So if you're free to play, end game, and you just don't have god tier meta champions to do the proper setup for him, this is what you're going to expect. This is the best you're going to expect from this guy. Like I said, you need Stone Skin, you need Savage, or Lethal. So I'm going to check Hell Hades Optimizer while I'm actually waiting here. I kind of want to see if maybe there's something out there for him in terms of, I don't think I have it, but I'll check anyways again. I checked last time on Hell Hades Optimizer and I couldn't find anything for him, so let's see if I can do it again. Do Quintus. Let's go ahead and find another match opponent. All right, so in terms of damage mode, highest overall, and he has to have at least, like, I'd say 220. If he's in Stone Skin, I guess I could drop it to like 200 speed, but like 220 plus would be preferable. He doesn't need accuracy. So sets, I need 4 turn Stone Skin. I'm going to go with Lethal set. And then add another set. And we're going to go with Stone Skin on a 4 count. And I'll configure it even with the artifacts being at level 0 or level 1. Include equipped artifacts. And we'll go ahead and run that in the background while we're picking champions. I'm going to choose Sun Wukong this time. So we've got a couple of different outputs here. Very low crit damage though, but high on attack. 6,700 attack, 202 speed, 100% crit rate, 203 crit damage. That's not enough. That is not enough, in my opinion. I don't think that's nearly enough. That is weak sauce right there. Man. Watch, Foley's going to do better in this fight too. He might ban Foley. And let's try, see if we can drop his speed to like 190. That's now it's becoming way too slow. Again, this is going to be a gearing issue at this point. We got 228 crit damage, 6,200 attack, and it's still looking for the best possible output for damage. 6,600 attack, 215 crit damage this time. Interesting on a Stone Skin build. 195 speed. See what happens when that's done. Who do we want to use here? I don't even know. Let's go ahead and use Pythion. And let's ban the Taras, I think. Actually, let's ban Taras. I'll go with speed in all battles and see if our Quintus can do anything. We can get a cleanse. The problem is going to be, what's her name? Rhonda. And so he's probably going to go ahead and sleep us, and I'll just get a turn with Foley anyways and win. So unless he decides not to sleep. Let's see. It would be smart not to, but yeah, we win. So there you go. This is why Foley's better right here. Boom. Already won. And then these two guys are taking a nap. So it's like, really? There goes Foley. He has an amazing passive. He can't get CC'd. Quintus, on the other hand, no amazing passive. I don't know. His passive is meant for PvE, in my opinion, not PvP. All right, we've got another one here. Stone Skin, 1 turn. I can take gear off of my Baron, which I barely use. Okay. I might consider taking the gear off my Baron and changing my Quintus build maybe during this video if I have time. I have 10 minutes left, but I don't know if I'll have time to do it actually. Although the Hell Hades optimizer is pretty freaking sick now, where you can just literally equip in-game, and it's so fast. It's lightning fast. It's the best, dude. It's so awesome. I wish he had this earlier in his optimizer. It would have been so much better. All right. Better late than never, though, you know? All right, so we got Rhodos. I'm going to need you to do Stone Skin. Or UDK, not Stone. What am I saying? Stone Skin UDK, I guess. All right, so UDK and maybe I can go. I feel like Rhonda would be better than him in terms of the gear that he's in. Now that I think about it, Rhonda is way better than him too. Rhonda is way better. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I need to ban the Armands, of course. And then I'm just going to use, again, Foley. Check it out. Guess who's coming in again? Guess who's back again? Foley's back. Oh, guess what? He banned Foley because he is the main freaking character here. Foley. Man, I think what's going to happen is the thumbnail on this video is going to be Foley is better than Quintus. Change my mind. 10 times better. All right, so we can stun. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this to work. And it doesn't even, it has a 50-50 chance to remove the Stone Skin. That's the other thing is like, it says it cannot be resisted or blocked. Yet, Stone Skin can block. Debuff block. Debuff block. Oh my God. Love it. Love it, dude. Oh. Quintus' ability doesn't even seem like it works properly and effectively. And then he comes in with Rhodos and says, dead. Dead. Everybody's going down. Look at that. Everybody's already down. GG's. And there you have it. And down goes Frazier. Absolutely crushed by garbage team. My lord. Oh my lord. Okay, so let's I mean 195 speed's way too slow. Stone Skin. I mean maybe classic arena he'd be somewhat decent. Live arena, not at all. Classic arena. I'm only in gold forks. I haven't been doing much battles over the past day. So like something like this, I feel like, God, he's so underwhelming. Such a bad champion. They've got to fix him. They've got to give him a buff. If he's the champion that you have, that literally is like one of the top end game champions you can get in terms of progression, and it takes forever to get him. It's going to take you at least like a year, maybe 2 years, close to it, unless you're a big spender. Then I don't know. It's just not worth. It's not worth them. I really would just push Live Arena at that point just to get Prism crystals for Prism shards and get mythicals. Like, how was he already power crept that badly when he first gets introduced? Plarium needs to buff this guy. Big time. Who else would I use here? Probably something like this. Well, maybe not. This is a tough team, right? So I need to use UDK. I need to use maybe a bolster set. Maybe Duchess bolster so that we can actually take a hit. And see if maybe something like this could work. With just Quintus. I doubt it, but let's see. This is just a showcase, like, unless you have other damage dealers with him, he's just not that good. And this is the best case scenario in Classic Arena. Ready? All the buffs, right? All the buffs. Should kill Sifi. Nice pure damage, dude. Nice pure damage. You're amazing, dude. Let's just quit. I'm not even gonna... I mean, I could keep going, but I'm not even gonna... It's so frustrating. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Oh, I don't have gear on my Duchess? What? What? Okay, hold on. Wait. We didn't have gear. Hold on. Preset manager on here. Try on. Slap it back on here. Because of Curse City. All right, let's try again. Let's just do it again. Let's just do it again. I'm not going to get... I mean, I get the increased attack buff on myself anyways. So, in theory, he should be crushing people. Maybe I can... If it can't be blocked here, it's going to go to UDK anyways. Removes all buffs. It's going to go to UDK anyways. All right, he couldn't even kill UDK. It's just like... You can't even kill a UDK, dude. Like, you can't even one-shot a UDK. So bad. I'm doing it again. Here we go. Ready? Ready? I don't know. Like, most players are not going to have 10k attack. You know what I mean? 350 crit damage by the time they get this guy, unless they're, like, super big spender whales. You know, this is a super underwhelming champion to me. And I'm doing it against Harima because it's like it's supposed to ignore... His passives are supposed to ignore stuff like that, you know? Which one? Damage inflicted cannot be decreased by passive skills. Oh, so just the A2. Not even all of his skills. Change it so all of his skills cannot be mitigated with damage by passives or masteries from like Harima and whatnot. At the bare minimum. 2 hits, garbage damage. He gets a decreased attack. I can cleanse it, but... I mean, we'll win in the end. We will win in the end here. But this is just... We do this again. He needs to have a grants an extra turn. He needs to have a grants an extra turn. Just make his passive so that he mitigates passive skills and anything from all champions. And if he kills somebody with the A2, grants an extra turn. Problem solved. If he kills somebody with the A2, grants an extra turn. Please play him for the love of God. And maybe give him a little bit of love to the multipliers. For goodness sakes. 2 hits. Give him just a little bit of love for those multipliers. Okay, here we go. Boom. 148k. So we win in the end, but like... Again, this is Classic Arena. This is Classic Arena. And he's got absurd support. He's got crazy support with that against that team. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just not a massive fan. I think he needs a grants an extra turn mechanic on his A2. Right here. If he kills somebody, please just buff him to grant an extra turn. Please. He's a void legendary. A void legendary. That takes years to get. And then this one here. Keep the resets cooldown on strip away. Give him a grants an extra turn so he can just cycle. Let this dude freaking cycle, okay? Let people have fun with this guy. Please, let people have fun. That's what this game's about, right? Video games are about having fun. Keep everything the same. Extra turn right here. Passive should be this right here. This skill, the second paragraph, should be his passive for all abilities. Add it to this passive. Grants an extra turn. Add this to this passive. Done. And then maybe give some love. Maybe that would be asking too much. Give a little love to the multipliers. But I would say if you could do grants an extra turn into this ability, and then passive to ignore and mitigate passives against masteries, except the passive of bosses, this guy would be freaking nuts. He would be so much better, and people would take him out of his vault because I know that's where you have him. Anyways, that was a little bit of a ranty video today, but I wanted to showcase why I don't utilize Quintus, why I think Foley is way better in live arena than Quintus in more situations. And yeah, Foley can kill Sun Wukong, Foley can counter Tormund, Foley can keep people dead, block revive, Foley can not get CC'd, you know what I mean? Like all of that, right? The only downside of Foley is he has, I think, a little bit lower multipliers. But again, he's just better in more situations. I can just use him more often than not, especially when all you see is Sun Wukong nonstop. Again, I would recommend putting him, Quintus, in a Stone Skin and Savage, and maybe get him to go second if needed, or try to go first, like I just did in maybe Classic Arena, where you can pick and choose where you're going to be putting the guy. But I'd give him like a 3 out of 5. I don't think he's the best champion out there. So definitely not for live arena. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Buff Quintus, for God's sakes, Plarium, please. Love you guys. Take care.